The Ecowas Parliament, a body aimed at fostering dialogue and cooperation among West African nations, recently witnessed a heated exchange that highlights the ongoing debate about the root causes of poverty in Africa. The confrontation involved a female representative from Ivory Coast and a Senegalese author, centered around the title and implications of a report titled, "How to Tackle Poverty in Africa." But, before we delve into this story, I want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. And please don't forget to share to other people to help our channels grow.
Is catastrophic. If I respect the figures, I cannot respect the vision of UNDP. Let me explain why. The title of the document presented is The State of Poverty and Inequality in West Africa. In reality, the title should be The State of Impoverishment and Inequality in West Africa. As long as they continue to say poverty, they are not supporting the exit from underdevelopment. We are among the richest countries on the planet. Saying West Africa is poor means these people are part of the problem. It is impoverishment. But why don't they dare say impoverishment? Because those who have impoverished Africa are our presidents.
We need to control our language. We need to control our language. The term is impoverishment, not poverty.
During the session, a Senegalese author and member of the parliamentary discussion panel raised objections to the report's title. He argued that the characterization of Africa as inherently poor was misleading and counterproductive. According to him, the continent is rich in resources and potential, but it is the mismanagement and exploitation by African leaders that perpetuate poverty. He proposed that the report be retitled to The Impoverishment of Africa, to more accurately reflect the systemic issues caused by poor governance and corruption. The Senegalese author's comments sparked a vehement response from the Ivory Coast representative. She interpreted his critique as an unwarranted attack on African leaders and their efforts. In a passionate rebuttal, she accused him of undermining the leadership and disregarding the complexities and challenges faced by African governments. Her response escalated into a verbal altercation, with both parties exchanging heated remarks. He emphasized that Africa is not inherently poor but is impoverished due to mismanagement and exploitation of its resources by leaders. He suggested a shift in narrative to focus on systemic issues. She defended the current leadership, arguing that the challenges faced by African nations are complex and cannot be solely attributed to mismanagement. She viewed the critique as an unfair generalization. Changed the title to The Impoverishment of Africa, to highlight the role of governance and resource management in perpetuating poverty. Maintained the original title, asserting that it accurately reflects the urgency and reality of poverty in Africa without attributing blame to leaders. This incident underscores the deep-seated issues surrounding the discourse on poverty and development in Africa. The clash highlights several critical themes. The way poverty is framed has significant implications for policy and public perception. The Senegalese author's perspective calls for a re-evaluation of narratives that might perpetuate stereotypes about Africa being inherently poor. The debate brings to the forefront the issue of governance and accountability. It challenges African leaders to address systemic issues and to be more transparent in managing resources. The altercation reflects the lingering influence of colonial mindsets. The defensive stance taken by the Ivory Coast representative may indicate a reluctance to confront uncomfortable truths about leadership and governance, influenced by a historical context of colonial exploitation. The confrontation in the Ecowas Parliament serves as a microcosm of the broader debates on poverty, leadership, and development in Africa. It reveals the complexities of addressing poverty, which involves not just economic solutions but also a critical examination of governance and systemic issues. Moving forward, it is essential for African leaders and representatives to engage in open, honest dialogue and to embrace narratives that empower rather than diminish the continent's potential. The incident highlights the need for a collective effort to decolonize minds, prioritize transparency, and foster sustainable development strategies that reflect Africa's true wealth and potential. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channels, or you can reach us at tpnradio.com. Thanks for watching.